Hey, Believe Nation, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. A little late in starting this live stream. I was on a super important call, modeling success, learning from one of the masters today. So it went a little over, but I'm grateful to be here. And this is my break, talking to you guys, trying to help, trying to bring as much value as possible. Wednesday is my project day, so spend the whole day working on important projects. The next thing I'm doing is my Best Life 30. So I've got a 30-day challenge. I challenged myself and my team that if I had no more videos to make after 30 days, my YouTube channel is shut down, and I have 30 days left of content, what would those 30 videos be? And we're launching it on May 20th, which is my birthday. I turned 40 on May 20th. So May 19th is going to be our launch video. And then we start 30 days, and we're doing companion worksheets and bonus videos. And anyway, it's an insane amount of work and tons of fun. And I can't wait. It's like if you had 30 days to change your life, these would be the 30 videos to watch. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Nina, welcome. Samyak, welcome. Exciting. I love it. Let's see. Let's see how we can do this quick. Ben wants to come and bring in Ben. See what he's got for us. Just did 50 squats. Every time I go to the bathroom, I do 50 squats. So throughout the day. Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on, Evan?
Oh, good. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm pretty good. I am calling from over here in Arizona. So
Nice.
not
All
over
right.
there in, what are you, in California right now?
No, I'm in Toronto. I'm Canadian.
Toronto, that's right.
I have a bunch of Arizonian friends. Dean's there. Joe Polish is there. There's a bunch of entrepreneurs in there. Anyway, what do you got, Ben? How can I help?
I just wanted to know your thoughts. There's a lot of people out there who push the idea of happiness, and then I don't know how much you've watched with Jordan Peterson, but he pushes the idea of meaning as that sort of sustaining force that'll get you through life over happiness. And what are your thoughts on which one we should pursue?
So I divide it into two categories. I would use the word serve, but meaning serve kind of similar. I think what that gives you is an underlying deep happiness. So, I want to solve the world's biggest problem, right? I want to help people believe in themselves more, especially entrepreneurs. And this is my break. Like, I love this. This is great. This brings me meaning. This is my service. This makes me happy on a deep, like, fulfilled level. Which I think is needed. The other side of happiness I would call more excitement, which is you are excited to try something new and take on a challenge, or eat that chocolate pretzel, or ask that girl out, or go watch the new Star Wars or whatever. And I think that's good too. I like that. I mean, playing with my dog, who's they're sleeping over there. Playing with my dogs is not going to be super meaningful or for my mission, but it's a fun thing to do in the moment. I think where people struggle is if they're only chasing the excitement, but they don't have deep meaning or service underneath it, then they don't have sustained happiness. It's just like, the icing on a cake without having cake. Right. So it's just a little sugar rush. But I think having both is really important.
Yeah, I definitely hear that. Definitely. But because you just came out with the book Built to Serve, right? So is that sort of the whole basis of it, that serving sort of gives you that deeper meaning? Yeah,
and then how to do it, right? So I think that's what needs more planning, because the excitement stuff is easier to find. The little short burst of happiness is easier to find than the sustained long-term happiness. And so that was the purpose of the book, is to figure out, one, just acknowledging that you are built to serve, that if you don't have long-term happiness, it's because you're not serving other people. It's not that there's something wrong with you. You're just not helping people. You want to help people. I want to help you, Ben, the people watching. Everybody wants to. We have this. It's a need. We want to help other people out. But then people don't know how. Like, how do I help people? What's the way? And then how do I turn it into a business? So that's the point of the book.
Oh, hey, well, I'm excited about the book. If you guys haven't bought it, go out, grab it. Evan's great, and just wanted to hop on and say hi real quick.
Appreciate the love. Thank you, Ben.
All right, see you guys.
Cheers. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's get to some quick text questions. Anushi writes, I lack consistency and I know I should bring in daily habits or something, but how should I? Okay, so there's two things here. There's the morning routine, which you need to do every day, that makes you feel bold, powerful, confident, unstoppable. And for different people, that's different things. For me, I love sharing a message. So as part of my morning routine, I'll always put on music. Music is the fastest way to change your state. There's no one right song. It's just, imagine if a song came on right now, it would force you out of your chair and you just have to start, even subconsciously, you just start bouncing without even knowing it, right? Music changes your state. Start your day with music. And then the thing that makes you feel bold, like what do you need to do to feel bold? Because that's the biggest problem. If you felt bold in the past, but you're not feeling bold consistently, and if you're not feeling bold consistently, then you're not taking bold actions consistently. So what's the thing that makes you feel bold and powerful and confident, unstoppable? Because you felt that before. What made you feel that? Now put that into your morning routine every day. If you woke up every day and did the thing that made you feel bold and powerful, unstoppable, confident, your life will be different. It just will. Like you do that every day in a year, come back, May, whatever it is right now, 2021, your life will be, oh, it's May 13th because it's a week from my birthday. Your life will be totally different. Totally different. But that doesn't necessarily, that just gets you feeling bold and confident and powerful. Great. Now what do you do, right? That shouldn't take up your whole day. That's your morning routine. What do you do? Well, your actions have to map to your ambition. So you say you want to be consistent. Well, consistent at what? Map a time for it. Even look at these IG lives, right? I want to be consistent on my IG lives. So at 2:00, I schedule my calendar. I'm going to go live on Instagram. If I left it to just when I feel like it, I'll do it. It's never going to happen. There's always other things that will come up that I want to do, and I like it. This isn't work for me, right? I enjoy this. This is amazing for me. I put it in my calendar to make sure that it happens. My actions map to my ambitions. So whatever your goals are, right? This is the life that you want. This is what you want to be able to build and create. Success is your habits. So then put it into your calendar. So you start with your morning routine to feel bold and powerful and confident. And then you design each day to the extent that you can. Maybe you have a job, maybe you have, kids and other things that eat up time, but you control some parts of your day. Make sure you're intentional about what you're spending that time on. If you want to stay consistent on something, put it in your calendar and then stick to your calendar. Make sense? Thank you for the question. Let's get to a couple more quick. I know we're short on time today. What is my evening routine? This is interesting. So I don't get asked a lot about that, and we've actually struggled to find videos. Like I wanted to make an evening routine video, but not many people talk about it. So morning routine for sure, evening not so much. So what do I do? I'm going to load it up. Oh, I can't. My phone has my list. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll go from memory. Normally at 9:00, I start to wind down. So I'll do my Twitch streaming from 6 to 8 typically. Then we'll play some games with my wife and my son. So I guess that kind of starts at 8:00, and then 9:00 is no more work, no more streaming, no more public eye. I start by doing 30 breaths. Then I'll watch a show with my wife. Right now we're watching Legends of Tomorrow. We just finished our last episode, so we're going to probably go to Blind Spot or Flash or something. And I do some stretching while I watch for about half of it, then just kind of lie down with my wife for the second half. Then I clean up the sink in the kitchen. I'll take my vitamin D drops. I'll take the dogs out for a quick walk. Depends how cold it is, rainy, all that kind of stuff. And that starts to, like no work after 9, that starts to shift my mindset to now kind of slowing down, right? Take the dogs out, come back up. I'll think of a couple of things I'm grateful for. Sometimes I do it myself. Sometimes I do it with my wife and ask her what she's grateful for, depending on how kind of awake or tired she is. A little bit of cuddle time, then read a couple pages of a book. I try to get at least 10 pages in. I'm a super slow reader. but a bunch of my friends sent me their books, and I feel bad for not going through them. So I try to read 10 pages a night. And then I'll do a healing. I'll think of a healing meditation. I don't know if this is working, but I play with it. And then that's it. Then I drift off to sleep, and then I wake up the next day, no alarm, and then start my morning. Hopefully that helps. I might make the vinegar muffins. The vinegar muffins. Nina made these vinegar muffins. They actually were decent. They were pretty good. I'm a slow reader as well. I mean, I'm just reading is not how I get most of my learning. Videos is, but I just have it. I like having it. Honestly, it's one to support my friends and their books that they gave me, but also I like having the break, the kind of wind down. So from watching the show to cleaning up to doing, taking the dogs out, gratitude, cuddle, into reading, just as a nice wind down for the night. So that helps. Otherwise, it's easy to stay in work mode constantly and then be up all night and not get sleep and then not be productive the next day. Woo, that sounds awesome. I don't know if it's about me or somebody else's routine, but awesome. Antonio, let's go. What do you think is most effective? Reading a book, listening to a book. This is it. This is your learning style, right? This really depends on your learning style. There's no one effective for the world. You need to really hack how you learn. I learn best visually. I'm a visual guy. So we just got off a call with a guy who's spending $1 million a month on Facebook ads, and he was destroying my campaign for the book, right, for Built to Serve, with me and my team, and just tearing into it. And I'm super appreciative for it. That's great, be able to learn from someone who's had direct experience. After that, I learned from videos, right? I make my channels for myself. I'd much rather, if Elon Musk had a book, I would much rather see him talking about it than read it myself, than listen to an audiobook. Like, audio is the worst for me. But for some people, it's the best. Like, I listen to 0 audiobooks. It just takes me way too long. If I'm a slow reader, I'm even a slower audio consumer. I listen to 0 podcasts. I listen to 0 audiobooks. I love learning. It takes me a long time to go through a regular book, just reading it normally. If the only way to learn was through audio, then I would do it. I would force myself because I love learning. I want to get better. That's how you do it. But to bucket everybody to say, hey, like, what's better? It's too specific, individual a question. So you need to figure out for yourself. It's a good experiment. Hey, go read somebody's book and then listen to the audiobook and see where did you learn more from. Hey, Built to Serve. I read it myself. I insisted on reading it myself, even though they paid me to do it. I insisted on I have to be the one to read it, even though I consume 0 audiobooks. I don't know if I've ever listened to a complete audiobook. Maybe like a Tony Robbins set way back in the day, like 20 years ago or something. I don't listen to audiobooks, but I recognize that other people do, and that's how they learn. And so I want to be there to help them, right? So Antonio, hack your own learning. Hack your own learning. And don't feel bad. People say, well, you don't read that many books. Chris Gilbo, as an example, he wrote The Money Tree. It's a new book that's out that I'm reading. And as I read it, as I read every night, I post, right, where my progress. You can follow along in my Instagram stories. And I posted the first time, hey, start a new book, Chris Gilbo. I go through, I read a couple different books at a time. So, a week later, I posted, got to page 11 of The Money Tree by Chris Gilbo. And then the next week is got to page 22 of The Money Tree by Chris Gilbo. And he writes, he DMs me back to say, haha, you're slowly but surely. It's like, yeah, I'm a slow reader, man. I am a slow reader. I'm just a super slow reader. That's not how I want to get most of my learning, ideally. But other people, we got a whole bunch of book people in my community that I've connected with because of my book, and they read super quick, and they speed read and get through the content and learn it quickly. And other people, again, listen to podcasts and audiobooks. So what's the best for you, man? And I would honestly do that. Like, take Built to Serve or take somebody else where it's read by the author and it's you have the book, read both, listen to both, right? And then see where did you learn more. Maybe you take different things from different versions. Like maybe my regular book, you read it a certain way, but then when you hear me say it, you pull out different pieces of it. Maybe you actually learn best from both. Just it sparks you in different ways. And if that's it, then you always get both. You get the book and then you get the audiobook. You start with the book, and if you like it, you get the audiobook if the author read it themselves, right? Play with it. Like, what's your learning style? Hack it. And then the good news is that doesn't really change. Like, once you figure that out, that's how you learn. And now you can go all in on it. And the good news is there's lots of people who produce on all those platforms all the time. So audio is not going anywhere. Video is not going anywhere. The written word's not going anywhere. Don't feel pressured to learn how other people want you to learn, right? So it's great. I'm a slow reader. Awesome. You want to make fun of me for being a slow reader? Great. I'm learning. I love learning every day. It's not about reading. It's about learning. Cool. Guys, I got to fly. Thank you for the short session today. We'll be back on tomorrow, 2 o'clock. See you there. Continue to believe. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Much love.